Hello students, welcome back. Let us continue with chapter 14, statistics. We'll take a look at an example which is based on mean, median and mode, that is the representatives of the measures of central tendency. This is question number 15 or example number 15 on page 268 of your textbooks. So let's read it out. Consider a small unit of factory where there are 5 employees, a supervisor and 4 laborers. The laborers draw a salary of rupees 5,000 per month, whereas the supervisor draws 15,000 per month. We need to calculate the mean, median and mode of the salaries of this unit of the factory. So we will find the mean, median and mode and get back to this question in today's lecture. Okay? So let's get started. Mean is given by the sum of observations upon total number of observations, right? So what is the sum of observations? It's going to be 5,000. So I'll just start writing from here. 5,000 plus 5,000. 5,000 4 times because there are 4 laborers who are drawing 5,000. Plus 15,000, which is the salary of the supervisor. And how many workers are we talking about? We're talking about 5 workers. So you get 10, 20 and 35,000 upon 5, which is equal to 7,000. So this is your mean. Let's find out the mode or median first. For the median, we have how many workers? We have 5 workers, so the observations are 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000 and 15,000. Right? Now all this data or all the observation or all the salaries, they are arranged in ascending order. We need to pick up the middle value. So now the number of observations is odd. So the median is going to be n plus 1 upon 2, which is equal to 5 plus 1 upon 2. Why 5? Because 5 is the number of observations. So this is 6 upon 2. So this is 3. So the third observation is going to be 5,000. So the median is going to be 5,000. Now what about the mode? The mode is the number which is repeated the most often or the observation with maximum frequency. It's very evident from the data out here that 5,000 is getting repeated the most often. So the mode is 5,000. So now this is the mean, this is the median and the mode. So what do we see? We have the median and mode as 5,000, whereas the mean or the average is 7,000. And also if you compare it with the data above here, what do you see is that the median and mode, they are quite close to the data that has been given, but they are not even close to mean. So what can we conclude is that the mean gets affected by extreme values. So what do I mean by extreme values is that, see 5,000 and 15,000 or other 5,000 and 15,000, there's a huge gap of 10,000. So mean is getting affected by it, which is why the mean is coming up to 7,000, whereas the median and mode, they are based on the present value. They do not get affected by the extreme values. So now what can we conclude is that median and mode are more effective for observations that are at extremes. All right. So now this was about measures of central tendency. Coming back to this question, are mean, median and mode sufficient at all the times? So to explain this, to find the answer to this question, we are going to take a look at an example on page 261 of your textbooks, wherein we are talking about Hari and Mary and the marks that they secured. So 2 students, Hari and Mary, who secured different marks out of 10 for 5 different questions. So this is example on page 261. Question number Mary and Hari. So there were 5 papers. So I'm just going to draw the table, then grab the book to write down the marks. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. I'll use a different colored chalk just to write down the marks so that you don't get confused between the numbers. Alright, so the marks scored by Mary in the first question was 10, in the other question was 8, in the third question was 9, and then 8 and 7. Whereas that for Hari was 4, 7, 10, 10 and 10. So what we are going to do is we are going to find the mean, median and mode for Mary and Hari. So let's get started with mean. So I'll say mean for Mary. It's going to be the sum of all the observations upon the total number of observations. So this is going to be 10 plus 8 plus 9 plus 8 plus 7 upon total number of observations, which is the total number of questions that we have, which is 5. So this is going to be, now when you add this, you get 42 upon 5. So 5 ones are 5, 5 eights are 40, 5 fours are 20. So the mean for Mary is 8.4. Alright, let's find the mean for Hari. Again, the sum of all the observations, which is 4 plus 7 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 upon the total number of observations, which is 5. So this is going to be 41 upon 5. Then when you cancel, 5 ones are 5, 5 eights are 40, 5 twos are 10. The mean for Hari is going to be 8.2. So what do we notice is that the mean for Mary is more than that of the mean for Hari. But we can't really be sure all the times, because just before when we did solved example number 15, just before doing this question, we observed that the mean gets affected by extreme values. So we are going to take a look at the mode as well as the median. So let's go ahead and find the median. Now in order to find the median or the mode, it's necessary that you arrange your data into either ascending or descending order. For Hari, we see that the data is already arranged in ascending order. So I'm going to arrange the data for Mary in ascending order. Okay. So ascending order, and I'll say Mary. So the marks are going to be 7, 8, 8, 9 and 10. So the median is going to be now the number of observations that we have is 5, which is odd. So the median is going to be n plus 1 upon 2. So n here is 5. So 5 plus 1 upon 2. So n plus 1 upon 2, the observation, which is 5 plus 1 upon 2, which is 6 upon 2, which is 3. So the third observation is going to be 8. Similarly, the median for Hari also would be the third observation. Why? Because both have data for 5 observations. So here for Hari, the middle value is 10. So I'll say median for Mary is 3, whereas okay, this is going to be the third one, which is 8. Right, this is the third observation, and 8th is the third observation out here. Now median for Hari is 10, right, because everything is arranged in ascending order. So median is 10. So from here, what can you say? That Hari's score is more than that of Mary's, which contradicts the average out here. The average for Mary is more than that for Hari, whereas for the median is more for Hari rather than Mary. Now we'll find the mode. So mode for Mary, number that is repeated the most often. If you see, the mode is 8 because 8 is repeated the most number of times. Whereas mode for Hari, the number that is repeated most often, 10 is repeated thrice. 10. So this is one section, this is one section, and these are one section for mean, median and mode. Again, the mode for Hari is more than that for Mary. So at least the median and mode are confirming that Hari scored more marks, but then the average is contradicting it, right? The average is more for Mary and Hari. These are very contradictory data. You can't really conclude whether who has actually scored more marks using either the mean, median, mode or comparing them. So in such cases, more data is required to find who scored more marks, which is what answers our question. Are mean, median and mode sufficient at all the times? The answer is no. So what more data is required? Well, you will learn about that in your future years of schooling and college. So I hope you've got an idea of mean, median, mode, which are the representatives or measures of central tendency. We'll take a look at the last exercise of this chapter in the forthcoming lectures. Thank you.
Hope this video increased your knowledge. For more such videos and a completely free educational content, log on to www.epathshala.org or visit our ePathshala YouTube channel. We have each and every question solved for maths, physics, chemistry and biology. So subscribe our channel, share with your friends, like our Facebook page and follow our Twitter handle for regular updates and important educational tips, and also win ePathshala goodies. So what are you waiting for? Subscribe this channel and enjoy the freedom of education.